You might be asking why the desert dogs are hanging out in a lowland forest. Well, it's a long story, but it all started out as Dustin and I decided to take my cousins for a quick day trip. Okay, right now we're in Lytle Creek. And actually, how do I say this? We went to Lost Lake, and, well, I guess we went there a little bit too early, and it started getting really hot, so we decided to head back early. This was just going to be a day trip. And thought, you know, let's take a little side venture, and Marty, our biology expert, our insect and reptile expert, suggested going to Lytle Creek, where he's been doing some studies. And that's what we're doing right now. Actually, that's what he's doing right now. So, Marty is an entomologist, but he also has a passion for reptiles. Michael is visiting from the Philippines. He's never seen a desert up close and personal, except for the times he went to Las Vegas. What do you think, Mike?
Animals. Cool. It's hot.
What a jerk.
This way. Look at me this way. Take your hat off.
It's another member of the Orthoptera order, but this family is called Tetagoniidae, and it's the family of katydids. Kind of like a mixture between crickets and grasshoppers. Grasshoppers have the tent-like wings, as does this, but crickets have really filamentous antennae, as does this.
To the bottom.
Hey, hold on. Dustin here says he can jump. You gonna jump at the bottom? I dare you. Alright, you can try it out.
Ready?
Go.
Watch. Don't blink.
That was amazing.
Yep. Believe it.
Yeah, that's where he jumped from.
Here we have one of the many species of spheecid wasps that you might find in the desert. Spheecid, meaning thread-waisted wasps. This one in particular does not have a threaded waist, but it's still in the same family, Spheecidae. These wasps you can find digging small burrows in the sand, and what they would do is they would actually parasitize butterfly caterpillars and moth caterpillars. They would insert their eggs inside of them, first sting them to paralyze them, insert their eggs inside them, drag them back down to the burrow, where their larvae can hatch and consume the caterpillar until it fully develops into one of these, and repeat the cycle again.
After getting dirty, climbing lava flows, and finding a few insects, the heat began to take its toll. Gradually, the first vaguely mammalian grumblings of protest began to spell the end of our stay in the desert. But on the way back, Marty got an idea. He wanted to visit his work, a place called Lytle Creek, where he is studying the effects of weevils on the local yucca population.
Okay. One very interesting thing about insects is their relationship with plants. And a lot of plants and a lot of insects are what we call species specific, meaning one species of insect will take advantage or exploit one species of plant. And this is one example that we have here. Here we have the yucca plant, and inside this plant there's a species of weevil that feeds particularly on this plant. And this is it right here. This is the yucca weevil. You can see we have about 2 or 3 dozen inside, which is a lot. And what they would do is, especially when the plant starts flowering, they would lay their eggs at the base of the plant. The eggs would hatch into their larvae, and the larvae would actually move up the stalk from which the flowers are forming, and then bore a hole in the middle of the stalk and emerge as fully developed weevils, like this.
What do you got there, Marty?
Well, we're at the Animal Cracker Bar and Restaurant, and we're walking outside, and near the lights I thought I had seen a moth, but what I had actually seen was this weird creature, very rarely seen. It's called a Dobson fly, and these are pretty uncommon in California. They have aquatic larvae. They live in the streams. They look like, basically like centipedes, but they're aquatic. And sometimes the larvae can take from a year to maybe 6 years to actually mature into an adult. So this is a very rare occasion to actually find an adult. This is probably a species unique to the West Coast. Other species you find east of the Rocky Mountains, and they do get bigger. And we know this is a female because the males actually have huge mandibles. They look scary, but they really can't do anything. But the females will, and if they can, may bite. So, but I'm very excited to see this. It's really awesome. Order Neuroptera. Yep. It's pretty cool.
This is Andrew Perry. Just trying to keep it reasonable, guys.